This is not a joke. Someone is joining hands with your neighbor and involving an authority for investigating your personal life. Archangel Michael says, a dangerous alignment is unfolding around you, and it's not random. Someone you once greeted with a smile is now shaking hands with a person who watches you too closely. The shadows that linger near your home are not just bystanders, they are part of a larger plan. Information about you is being exchanged behind closed doors. A meeting took place just 2 days ago, and your name was the first spoken. They are not watching with curiosity, they are watching with a motive. Your neighbor has become more than just a bystander. They've chosen to let someone in, and that someone holds influence with official power. This is not gossip, it's documentation. Conversations that once seemed harmless have now become written statements. A door has been opened, and your privacy is no longer just yours. The ones doing this believe you won't find out. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Comment, I know who I am, if you feel this truth reaching deep into your bones. You may have noticed subtle changes in how people nearby treat you. Quieter glances, shorter responses, a strange chill in the air even when no one is around. That's not paranoia, it's prelude. The alliance was not sudden, it's been building over time. Piece by piece, they've been collecting what they can about your life. What you wear, when you leave, who visits, none of it has gone unnoticed. There is someone who speaks kindly to you but listens too closely. They are the eyes of another, a messenger in disguise. Be careful with your words around them. Archangel Michael says, this exposure wasn't allowed by divine timing without purpose. You are being warned before the consequences fall. What was hidden is now surfacing. Type Amen to get blessing 847. The authority involved has been misled. They believe they're chasing truth, but they're being fed lies wrapped in small truths. That's the danger, distortion, not facts. Your neighbor's hands are not clean. They've signed something, sealed something, and kept their lips shut while your name was placed under a spotlight. They think you won't sense the betrayal. But your soul knows. Your body already tenses when certain people appear. That instinct is not fear, it's alert. A document is circulating with your name at the top. It's moving desk to desk, but it hasn't reached the final hand yet. You still have time. Type Amen to get blessing 562. Someone nearby is tracking your habits. They write down the times your lights go off and on. They mark your schedule and share it with another. They are trying to paint a story, one that doesn't reflect your truth. They want to build a case, but the cracks are already forming. Their lies are unstable. The neighbor involved is acting like everything is fine. But their eyes shift too quickly when you step outside. Their smile is hollow. Their goal is not just disruption, it is control. They seek to strip your peace slowly, through suspicion and interference. But the divine sees it all. Type Amen to get blessing 601. Comment, nothing hidden will stand, if you feel your spirit rising. Be careful of visitors who seem overly curious. They might not come with questions, but they are there to observe. Their silence speaks volumes. Your voice is being echoed in places you've never been. Conversations twisted, tones misunderstood, all presented with malice. They want to rewrite your story. But you were born to outlive betrayal. This season of exposure will end in reversal. What they intended for harm will be the rope they hang their schemes from. The person leading this has more than curiosity, they carry a hidden jealousy. Your growth, your independence, your energy, it all threatened their comfort. Type Amen to get blessing 755. They couldn't confront you, so they collaborated. They searched for someone with reach and handed them pieces of your life like offerings. But they forgot one thing: you are protected. This investigation is not legal in spirit. The steps they've taken are unclean, influenced by bitterness. That makes them weak, not powerful. Signs have been around you lately, papers on your doorstep that didn't belong to you, strangers walking by your home too slowly, unfamiliar cars parked too long. These are not coincidences. The walls have ears. Your neighbor made their home a window into yours. But what they don't know is that light breaks through windows too. Type Amen to get blessing 1190. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. They thought they could stay hidden behind titles and connections. But the divine has already set things in motion. There will be a split. People who sided against you will begin to turn on each other. Confusion will creep in. Those united by lies cannot last. There's an authority figure who is starting to question the story. They are noticing inconsistencies. They are not as blind as the others think. And when they dig deeper, truth will rise like fire. Your truth. Not the one crafted in secrecy. Type Amen to get blessing 1302. You will not need to defend yourself with desperation. You will not need to fight with the rage they hope to stir in you. You will stand calmly as their schemes unravel. Soon, your neighbor will regret everything. Their alliance will bring them more heat than they ever imagined. And they will feel exposed. Some of them did this for power. Others did it for revenge. But none of them expected the divine spotlight to hit them instead. There will be silence soon, a strange, sudden quiet from their side. That's when you'll know it's starting to collapse. Type Amen to get blessing 1738. Their silence is not peace. It is fear growing roots in their mouths. They are beginning to see what happens when you try to destroy someone chosen by higher hands. You've been patient while they moved behind your back. You kept your dignity while they formed false bonds and forged false documents. But now, judgment is falling on them in waves. The authority involved is now hesitant. Something doesn't add up. Files are being reopened and questioned. Your name will not be stained. It will be cleared, publicly and without shame. And those who tried to ruin you will be seen for what they are, liars cloaked in fake concern. Type Amen to get blessing 2460. Comment, my peace is sacred, if your spirit is hearing the truth in every line. They thought involving the system would break your spirit. But they didn't account for your resilience. You've survived storms they couldn't imagine. Your neighbor was the first crack. They welcomed the darkness and shut the door on your friendship. They will lose more than respect, they will lose peace. One of the people involved will come forward. It won't be for you, it'll be for their own protection. They'll try to distance themselves when the fallout begins. They will speak your truth for you. They will admit the manipulation. And in that moment, the tower they built will fall. Type Amen to get blessing 3804. Messages about you have been sent in secret groups. Photos shared without consent. Speculations dressed as facts. They underestimated your discernment. But most of all, they underestimated your divine backing. Spirit sees everything. You are not here to prove yourself. You are here to endure until justice makes itself known. And that time is approaching rapidly. Sleep has been difficult lately because your soul senses what your mind is just now catching up to. It's not anxiety, it's awareness. Type Amen to get blessing 1410. The betrayal is deeper than you expected. It's not just about a neighbor. There's a ripple effect, and some familiar faces are caught in the current. But don't mourn the lost connections. Anyone who believes falsehood without hearing your side was never truly for you. Their removal is cleansing. Soon, the one who took initiative in this plan will face consequences they cannot erase. No apology, no hiding, no denial will protect them. You, on the other hand, will be preserved. Your reputation, your peace, and your purpose will rise out of this fire purified. Type Amen to get blessing 778. Someone close to your neighbor has begun to question everything. They overheard a conversation. They saw something they weren't meant to see. That person will be key. They will not stay silent much longer. Their conscience is burning. When they speak, the whole thing will begin to shake. The authority involved will backpedal. And the web that was woven will start to tear. This person might come to you quietly first. They may not confess at all. But their eyes will say everything. Type Amen to get blessing 1201. You've already felt the energy shift. The ones who were bold have gone quiet. They don't smile the same anymore. That's how guilt looks. What they tried to stir in you will come back to them in multiplied form. They'll feel the weight of every lie, every whispered plan, every silent betrayal. They forgot who you are in the spirit. You are not ordinary. You are watched by a force no authority can override. There are protections on your name. On your home. On your future. They cannot break through them, no matter how hard they try. Type Amen to get blessing 1888. Comment, I rise untouched, if you know this protection was promised to you long ago. The investigation they hoped would break you will turn into one that exposes them. Their fingerprints are all over the setup. They weren't careful enough. They left trails, messages, timestamps, odd meetings. These things were noted by the very system they thought would help them. What they meant for harm is going to become a mirror. A mirror that shows them who they really are. And it won't be flattering. Stay calm through the final stretch. The collapse is loud, but it won't touch your door. Type Amen to get blessing 2307. There is a spiritual shield over you now. Stronger than ever. Every attempt to invade your privacy will be blocked, misdirected, returned to sender. The authority will begin to step back. Their interest will fade. And they'll issue an internal note to dismiss the matter. Your neighbor will be left alone, exposed, and discredited. And their regret will be visible to everyone who once believed their lies. Your silence through this trial will speak louder than their noise. And your name will rise higher than any slander they tried to cast upon it. Type Amen to get blessing 3990. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, those who move with shadows will always be exposed by light. This is the law of divine balance. And now, the scales are shifting. You've walked through this with dignity, even when the pressure tried to bend you. But you did not break. You rose. They called on authority. You called on spirit. They gathered false words. You stood in silent truth. And now, truth is roaring like thunder across every closed door they used to plan against you. Type Amen to get blessing 2666. Your house will feel lighter soon. The tension will lift. The strange heaviness that lingered outside your windows will be gone. Because what was watching you will now be watched. Those who sent eyes your way will now be under investigation themselves. You will hear news, some quietly, some publicly. But all of it will confirm what your spirit already knew: you were never the problem. You were the threat to their control. You were the truth they couldn't handle. And they tried to eliminate it before it exposed their weakness. Type Amen to get blessing 3244. Comment, the truth is on my side, if you're walking into your confirmation season. Soon, doors will open for you that they tried to close. Opportunities will rise from ashes they scattered. And your name will be spoken with respect again. There's a shift happening in your neighborhood. A spiritual rearrangement. You won't need to move, others will. The divine doesn't forget. Spirit records every intention. And the ones who plotted this will lose more than peace, they will lose alignment. They brought attention to your name, hoping it would damage you. But instead, that attention will lead to your promotion. Type Amen to get blessing 3010. You will be contacted by someone unexpected, someone in a position of authority, but this time with honor, not suspicion. They will bring clarity. They will offer closure. The story they thought they wrote for you is being rewritten. By spirit. By truth. By power. Your home will feel safe again. You'll breathe easier. And your sleep will deepen. Because the watchers are being removed. Their focus will be redirected. And you'll be left in divine stillness. Type Amen to get blessing 9999. All of this, every lie, every whisper, every false movement, it's over now. You endured the hardest part. You didn't have to shout to win. You didn't have to prove to survive. You simply had to hold your place. And now, you are rising from the fire untouched. Your name shining. Your spirit calm. Let this message be your final confirmation: you are protected, you are cleared, and you are victorious. Type Amen to get blessing 7777. What they tried to build against you will now collapse in public view. One by one, the people they involved will begin to vanish from the plan. Their words will lose power, and your silence will become their loudest fear. Those who signed their names on papers against you will soon regret the ink. Their own truths will be questioned. Their own lives will face scrutiny. You may not see all of it firsthand, but you will feel the shift. The whispers will stop. The glances will soften. The respect will return. And most importantly, your privacy will be restored. The walls of your life will be guarded by divine hands. No signature, no meeting, no plan can pierce that protection now. Type Amen to get blessing 8880. Comment, every tongue that rose against me is falling, if you feel this prophecy reaching your soul. Their boldness came from thinking you were unaware. But you were never blind, you were being still, listening, learning, waiting. And now, your stillness is becoming your sword. Justice won't come in rage. It will come in quiet disruptions, unexpected interruptions to their lives. Everything they built from lies will be returned to them in ruins. You won't even have to say their names. They will carry the shame in their own hearts. They will remember this season for the rest of their lives. Their goal was to damage your name, but what they truly did was write their own ending. Type Amen to get blessing 1752. They underestimated the strength of someone who walks in truth. They thought they could break you by involving power. But no authority outranks divine timing. There are things being cancelled in the spiritual realm that you never even knew were planned. Calls that were never answered. Documents that mysteriously disappeared. Conversations that broke down mid-plan. It's not luck, it's interception. Spirit blocked it for you. What didn't happen is just as important as what did. Even when you felt alone, you were being carried. Even when your name was on their tongues, heaven was covering your back. Type Amen to get blessing 1400. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. You'll look back on this one day with peace in your chest. Because this pain will become the reason you stepped into your next level. It didn't break you, it prepared you. There are blessings on the other side of this betrayal. Unexpected favor, new relationships, cleared paths, divine justice. It will all flow to you at once. The same people who tried to expose you will end up exposed. The same neighbors who whispered will walk with shame in their steps. And your presence will be stronger than ever. This was never about them having power. It was always about you discovering yours. Type Amen to get blessing 2024. The chapter is closing now. Let it close. Don't carry bitterness into the next page. Carry clarity. You were chosen to endure this because your strength could handle it. And now, you'll be rewarded in ways that restore every ounce of peace that was disturbed. Let this message echo in your bones tonight. You are untouchable when truth surrounds you. You are unstoppable when Spirit walks with you. The last word was never theirs, it was always yours. And now, it is done. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. Their energy is fading now. You might feel it, how the air around your home is lighter, how your mind is finally still. That's because the interference has been severed. The ones who conspired have lost their grip. They were given a window, and they used it for harm. But now that window is closing, and they're left in their own darkness. One of them will move away soon. It won't be because of you, it will be because the pressure has shifted. They can't stay where truth follows them everywhere. You, however, will stay. Strong. Calm. Unshaken. Because the space is yours now. Cleansed. Claimed. Type Amen to get blessing 5590. Comment, peace lives in me, if you feel your space shifting even as you read. They will try to act like nothing happened. They will smile again, walk by your life as if they weren't part of the betrayal. But you'll know. You won't need to retaliate. Your glow will do all the work. The peace around you will make them restless. Because peace is louder than their schemes. And your light burns longer than their lies. When your name rises next, it will be in rooms you've never entered. Rooms of honor. Places of decision. People will mention you not with suspicion, but with deep respect. Type Amen to get blessing 6600. Their alliance broke the moment you stopped fearing them. The moment you stood up in quiet power and said, "No more." That's when the tables turned. Every hidden voice against you will be silenced. Not by force, but by exposure. The lies are burning out. Your neighbor will soon face their own kind of isolation. People they trusted will start to leave them. Not because of you, but because the energy they built turned toxic. That's what happens when you build plans on wrong motives. They collapse under their own weight. Type Amen to get blessing 3822. They thought you were standing still. But what you were really doing was rising in silence. And now, the difference is visible. This next season will bring you things they tried to keep from you. Connections. Recognition. Resources. All flowing into your life without resistance. You'll walk past the ones who wanted to watch you fall, and they'll have to watch you rise. Over and over. You won't even need to announce it. Your life will speak for you. And your peace will scream louder than any of their noise ever did. Type Amen to get blessing 9990. Archangel Michael says, "The war around your name has ended. The victory belongs to you now. And the restoration begins immediately. Your soul will heal faster than you expected. The stress will lift. The fear will dissolve. And what remains will be stronger than before. You'll even start to thank the storm. Because it proved to you what was fake, what was real, and what was never meant to stay near your light. You are no longer available for invasion. You are sealed. You are covered. And you are moving forward. Type Amen to get blessing 7770. You will walk through your neighborhood, and the ground beneath your feet will feel different. Not because the earth changed, but because your presence shifted. You are walking with unseen warriors now. Every step you take is spiritually protected. Every breath you take is under divine watch. No man's authority can override what has been placed over your life from above. Those who spoke about you will have to sit in silence as others speak of your favor. It will hurt them more than confrontation ever could. And that pain is the price of betrayal. They signed papers to investigate your life, but now their own lives are being investigated by forces they can't escape. Spirit never forgets a target marked in innocence. Type Amen to get blessing 8440. Comment, "My spirit will never bow to lies," if you feel a deeper power waking up inside you now. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. There is one person who stayed quiet during all of this, someone who didn't agree with what they were doing. That person will be revealed to you. They carry truth in their silence. They'll come to you not with apology, but with honesty. Their words will confirm what you already knew, and their message will help close this chapter fully. Be ready. Not all who come with truth are clean, but some carry your final puzzle piece. Listen with discernment. They were afraid to speak before. But what they saw is burning in their heart, and spirit is pushing them toward release. Type Amen to get blessing 1099. Your calm has confused them. They expected anger, retaliation, noise. But instead, you gave them silence and peace, and that silence is louder than war. Now they talk to each other in whispers. They second-guess every step. They wonder if you know more than you show. And the truth is, you do. Your spirit revealed what your ears never heard. That's why they can't face you. What they don't realize is that your victory is already sealed. It's not coming. It's here. And nothing can block it anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 5005. There are rooms being prepared for you now. Promotions being discussed in silence. Your name on lips that once didn't know you existed. It's the reward of the unseen battles. It's the result of divine preservation. No man gave it, so no man can take it. Your neighbor may try to pretend nothing happened. But your presence will remind them of everything. And they will feel the weight of every lie they planted. They lost your trust forever. And even if the world forgives them, heaven has already recorded it. Type Amen to get blessing 1666. This is your Ascension season. Everything is clearing. Everything is lifting. Everything is changing in your favor now. Don't shrink yourself to make others feel less guilty. Stand tall. You earned this moment with tears, silence, and survival. Let the ones who doubted you watch from the shadows. You are no longer reachable by the same energy that tried to harm you. You're untouchable now. Spiritually armored. Surrounded by the divine. Type Amen to get blessing 4111. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20.